Hello, I'm Bishop Earl Boyea of the Diocese of Lansing. This July 2026, we will be celebrating the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence of the United States of America. While Catholics were very few in number in North America back then, they did have a presence. Please join me over these 7 weeks to reflect on the lives of our fathers and mothers in the faith in what today is the United States. Today in this third presentation, we will be discussing Catholicism in Michigan, which of course is of special interest to me. Due to pressure from the Iroquois to the south and east, many of the Native Americans in the Michigan area moved farther north and west. Thus, the first missionaries in our area traveled to Sault Ste. Marie in the 1660s. These priests served mostly in the Upper Peninsula and in Wisconsin. Miraculous cures at the Sioux brought many to conversion, including one of the chiefs named Apikan and his family. The next mission, dedicated to St. Ignace, was first in place on Mackinac Island in 1670 and then moved the next year to the current St. Ignace, Michigan. Father Claude Deblon described how ideal this was. Fish are abundant in all seasons, and the soil is very productive. There is excellent hunting, bears, deer, and wildcats. And furthermore, it is the great resort of all nations going to or coming from the north or the south. Forays were then made into the lower peninsula. A marked change took place, however, with Antoine de la Mothe Cadillac, the commandant at St. Ignace. He often found himself in disputes with the Jesuits there, due to mistreatment of the natives and in supplying of alcohol. So he sailed south and established Fort Pontchartrain de Detroit in 1701 as a trading post. This lured most of the Native Americans to the area. Cadillac wrote, "This autumn I hope finally to tear the last feather, the Hurons at St. Ignace, from his, the Jesuits' wing, and I am convinced that this obstinate vicar will die in his parish without having a parishioner to bury him." St. Anne's Parish was thus founded in 1701 in Detroit to serve both soldiers and natives. It has remained the second longest continuous parish in the country, only after St. Augustine in Florida. With the defeat of the French by the British in the 7 Years' War, Canada and the area west of the Appalachian Mountains, including Michigan, all came to British control in 1762. With the American Revolution, Patriot troops harassed the British and their Native American allies throughout Indiana, Ohio, and into Michigan. Subsequently, the Americans continued their push westward, eventually defeating Indian uprisings and causing the movement of most of the natives farther to the west. Exploration on the west side of Michigan in the 1670s eventually led to the establishment of a mission at St. Joseph around 1686, near the current town of Niles, Michigan. This mission served primarily the Potawatomi. But here too, the liquor trade served to harm mission work. That and disease and attacks by the British led to the ending of that mission in 1759. American practice continued the dispossession of Indian lands. Eventually, by 1833, the Catholic Potawatomi were allowed to remain in the St. Joseph area due to the energy of Chief Pokagon, who continually sought the service and support of the Catholic clergy to remain in place, which has continued to this day. Father Stephen Baden, the first American-born priest ordained in the United States, arrived in 1832 and wrote, "Pokagon is constantly at work for body and soul. He is truly a Christian orator, understands and practices well his religion, much respected by all his American neighbors." Along with some of the Ojibwe, Chippewa, in the Upper Peninsula, and the eastern half of the Lower Peninsula, and some of the Ottawa in the western half of the Lower Peninsula, the Potawatomi provided a lasting Catholic presence as various treaties allowed them to remain in Michigan.